Hello, and welcome to our lesson on Agile approaches to resource and time management. This segment will cover Agile resource management techniques. In Agile project management, team capacity planning is crucial for ensuring the workload is distributed effectively among team members while considering their skills, availability, and other commitments. It involves estimating the amount of work a team can realistically accomplish within a given time frame, such as a sprint or iteration. Key steps in team capacity planning are: 1. Understanding team capacity. Before planning any work, it's essential to have a clear understanding of the team's capacity. This includes the number of team members, their skills, experience levels, and other factors impacting their ability to contribute to the project. 2. Estimating individual capacity. Each team member's capacity for work may vary based on factors such as their role, experience, and availability. By discussing with team members and understanding their individual capacities, you can estimate how much work each person can take on during the sprint. 3. Considering available hours. Team capacity planning should consider the number of available working hours for each team member. This includes accounting for vacations, holidays, or other commitments that may impact their availability during the sprint. 4. Accounting for non-project work. Team members may have other responsibilities outside of the project, such as meetings, training sessions, or support tasks. It's essential to factor in these non-project activities when estimating team capacity to avoid overloading team members. 5. Balancing workload. Once you have estimated individual capacities and accounted for other commitments, you can distribute the workload across the team. This may involve assigning tasks based on each team member's skills and expertise to ensure a balanced distribution of work. 6. Adjusting as needed. Team capacity. Planning is not a one-time activity, but an ongoing process. As the project progresses and new information becomes available, adjusting the team's capacity plan may be necessary. This could involve reallocating tasks, redistributing workload, or revising estimates based on team dynamics or project requirements changes. Team capacity planning is a valuable technique in Agile resource management that helps teams optimize their productivity, improve predictability, and foster collaboration. By understanding the team's capacity and distributing work effectively, teams can achieve better outcomes and deliver value to stakeholders more efficiently. The techniques in Agile project management are divided into resource allocation and resource leveling. That involves assigning resources to tasks and ensuring a balanced workload across the project team. These techniques help optimize resource utilization, minimize bottlenecks, and ensure project objectives are achieved within the allocated time frame. Resource allocation. Identifying resource requirements. This involves identifying the specific skills and expertise needed for each task or activity in the project. Project managers collaborate with stakeholders and team members to determine the necessary resources. Assessing resource availability. Once the resource requirements are identified, the availability of resources is assessed. This includes considering the team members' availability and any external resources or dependencies required for the project. Assigning resources to tasks. Resources are allocated to tasks in the project plan based on the resource requirements and availability. When assigning resources to tasks, project managers consider factors such as skill levels, experience, and workload capacity. Monitoring resource utilization. Project managers continuously monitor resource utilization throughout the project to ensure that resources are utilized effectively. They track the time team members spend on tasks, identify resource bottlenecks or constraints, and make adjustments as necessary. For resource leveling, identifying resource constraints. Resource leveling involves identifying any resource constraints or bottlenecks that may impact the project schedule. Project managers analyze resource availability and workload distribution to identify areas of imbalance. Adjusting task assignments. Project managers may need to adjust task assignments to level the workload once resource constraints are identified. This could involve redistributing tasks, rescheduling activities, or reallocating resources to ensure a more even distribution of work. Optimizing resource utilization. Resource leveling aims to optimize resource utilization while minimizing project duration and maximizing efficiency. Project managers aim to smooth out resource peaks and valleys to avoid overloading certain resources while underutilizing others. Balancing project objectives. Resource leveling requires project managers to balance project objectives, resource constraints, and stakeholder priorities. They consider the impact of resource leveling on project scope, budget, and quality to ensure that project goals are still achieved within the constraints of the project. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall continue discussing Agile resource management techniques. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.